And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everyone. Notice it's not good evening. I guess it's close to good evening, but right now it's good afternoon. So, welcome to Clopton High School. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Clopton High School in, well, we went over this last night. It's in Clarksville. It's in Anada. It's in Paynesville. It's in Pike County. It's out in the middle of a field. But anyway, we are in Southern Pike County at Clopton High School, and this is the site of the Class 2 District 5 state basketball tournament. And the winners of these district tournaments go on to the sectional games of state. And right now we are in round one of the boys' half of the tournament. Last night we saw the Elsberry Lady Indians. They were victorious in their first round of their games. And so tonight the boys have their chance to be victorious in their half. They'll be taking on Van Far. Again, as you know, the Elsberry Indians have not had a highly successful season this year. They are 4-20. They are a young team, first-year coach for Elsberry. All the usual reasons and everything. But that's just the way it is. They haven't had a highly successful season. And so they are 4-20 on the year. And the Van Far Indians are 19-6. Very established team, very established coaching, very established everything. They've got a nice program up there. But that's the way the seedings fell, is that Elsberry will take on Van Far in the first round. So anyway, a little history on this team. Their all-time record is Elsberry with 12 wins and Van Far with 7 wins over the last 19 games. Current streak, though, for Elsberry is 6 losses. They've lost the last 6 times that they've played Van Far, including the 13th of January of this year, where Elsberry lost by a score of 63-51. And so on the average this year, Elsberry has managed to score 36.2 points per game, and they've allowed 57.7. Van Far, on the other hand, has scored 56.2 points per game and allowed 47.7. So those averages are very much tilted in favor of the Van Far Indians. But again, like I've said before, that's why they play the game. So we'll go out here tonight and play the game and see what happens. So at this time, there's 8.5 minutes to go till this game starts. Let's throw a few commercials in here.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we are back. Ready to get this game started here in about 2.5 minutes. And we'll go over the rosters here real quick before we do the national anthem. On the roster tonight for the Van Far Indians, number 0, Verdell Johnson. Number 3, Caden Caldwell. Number 4, Colin Wilburn. Number 5, Latrell Wright. Number 12, Hunter Scroggin. Number 14, Julian Holtkamp. Number 22, Sam Middleton. Number 24, Aiden Lawrence. Number 33, Preston Burnett. Number 35, Riley Hansen. And number 40, Morgan Slatton. That is the roster for the Van Far Indians. And just in case any of you are wondering what Van Far is, it's two towns, Vandalia and Farber. So there might be somebody listening to this that isn't familiar with that. It's a couple towns west of here, over in Rawls County, and those two towns got together, made a school, and now it's called Van Far. On the roster tonight, hold off on the roster while we do the national anthem. All right, starting for Elsberry, number 4, Deshaun Dodson. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 24, Jake Reimel. And number 50, Bo Henry. Now starting for the Van Far Indians. Number 0, Vernell Johnson. Number 4, Colin Wilburn. Number 22, Sam Middleton. Number 35, Riley Hansen. And number 40, Morgan Slatton. Okay, once again on the roster tonight, number 1, Cody Thornhill. Number 2, Joel Mound. Number 3, Trevor Ashing. Number 4, Deshaun Dodson. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 10, Bryce Irving. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Okay, we're getting ready to start this game. I did not get their complete roster off in time, but you did get the starting lineup. Bo Henry's going to be jumping against Colin Wilburn. And Van Far takes the ball first. And, all right, looks to me like right now they're playing football. I don't know. All right, finally. Wow, one person has control of the ball, and that is Caden Kinsler. Elsberry has it down at their end. Okay, it took the first 30 seconds to get a little control on the ball, but Elsberry now has control. Jake Reimel with it, gets it underneath to Bo Henry. He's going to go up, put it up, and the shot is no good. Rebounded by Van Far, and Vernell Johnson takes it and pushes it back out. And pass it around. Everybody's getting in on the passing around the perimeter now. Now Vernell Johnson has it out on the point. Everybody's moving around. They get it down underneath and push it back out again. Riley Hansen has it out on the point. Over to Sam Middleton, back to Hansen, back to... Okay, underneath now. Wow, pushed it back out again. Three-point attempt, and it's good. It's number 22, Sam Middleton, for 3 points, and Van Far strikes blood first with 3 points. Took a minute and a half to get the first points on the board. Kinsler dribbling the ball, gets it over to Bo Henry, and his pass is knocked out of the air by Van Far, and they take over. Still pushing it around. Now they drive in. We're going to have a travel. That is on Riley Hansen. He drug his back foot as he was driving into the lane. So Kinsler brings it up the floor. Under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Once again, pass knocked down, but Van Far comes up with it, and they bring it up the floor. Johnson with it out on the point. Passing it over. Here's another three-point attempt, and it was partially blocked by Gladney, and Reimel brings it up the floor. Passes it over to Kinsler. He tries to drive it in, puts it up, and it's good for 2 points. 3-2 is the score. Van Far again doing a good job of pushing everything to the outside. Right underneath to Riley Hansen and 2 points. They score 5-2. Kinsler brings the ball up the floor. He gets it over to Dodson. Three-pointer was in and out. No good. And Johnson brings it up the floor fast. And he's driving underneath and tried to get it over to Colin Wilburn, and he mishandled the ball, and it goes out of bounds off of him, stays with Elsberry. Once again, pass knocked down out of the air. Elsberry is not doing a good job of making their passes. So out of bounds off of Elsberry, and it's Van Far's ball. Everything on the outside till they finally get it in. It's snagged out of the air by Jake Reimel, and he's going to take it on in. And he misses, gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses again, and draws a foul this time. That foul is on Sam Middleton, his first. Puts Jake Reimel to the line for 2 shots. First shot is good. Second shot is good. 3:48 remaining in the first quarter. 5-4 is the score. Van Far over Elsberry. They get it in the middle to Johnson for a 15-foot shot. No good. Van Far gets a rebound. Now we got a 3-point attempt, and it's good for Sam Middleton. That's his second 3-pointer of the night. Makes the score 8-4. Kinsler tries to drive around and met with some resistance. Reimel puts it up, and it bounces around. No good. Long pass up the floor. Johnson looked at a 3-pointer, changed his mind. And Gladney stole that pass, or at least knocked it out of bounds. So it stays with Van Far. And they get it passed in to Sam Middleton. He takes another 3-point shot, and it's good. 3 3-pointers in a row for Sam Middleton. 2.5 minutes to go. 11-4 is the score. 9 of those points for Van Far has been Sam Middleton. And Gladney got by with the travel, but then was called for turning the ball over. Riley Hansen is the only other Van Far Indian to have scored. He's got 2 points. Riddell Johnson drives the lane, puts it up, and he gets his 2 points. And a timeout called by Elsberry. With 2:03 remaining in the first quarter, the score is 13-4 Van Far. Let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we are back for the final 2 minutes of this first quarter. Elsberry with the ball. Kinsler brings it up the floor. He drives the baseline to Dodson. Gets it back out to Bo Henry for 3 points. No good, and Van Far gets the rebound, and Johnson brings it up fast. He pushes it over. And as, who is that? Is that Sam Middleton? As he was driving the baseline, he had an offensive foul called on him. And that's, I started to say 2. See what they're going to call on that. We got a foul called on Jake Reimold. Eli Gladney slipped and fell while he was going. It looked like he had a little bit of an injury. So that puts Riddell Johnson to the line. First shot rolls in. Second shot is good. Makes the score 14-4. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Reimel brings it up. It's over to Bryce Irving. And it is out of bounds off of Jake Reimel. Turnover to Van Far. Driving the line, puts it up, and that's Colin Wilburn for 2 points. Elsberry bringing it up the floor. Caden Kinsler puts it up, and he's got him 2 points. Ball back down the floor fast with Johnson. Middleton for another 3, and it's good. 4 3-pointers. Bo Henry tried driving in that. Fortunately, now the ball is stolen. And that is Sam Middleton again, but only a 2-pointer that time. So that is the end of the first quarter. The score, Van Far 22, Elsberry 6. take a break.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home, using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I could check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right. Begin the second quarter. Caden Kinsler had the ball, got it to Bo Henry. Now it's back to Bo Henry again as he's going to drive in underneath. Puts the ball up, and it rolls off of the rim. The ball in deep to Verdell Johnson. He goes underneath for 2 points. Once again, Kinsler with the ball. Kinsler over to Reimel. He drives in from the left side, and that ball is pushed back down. Foul was not called, but it's out of bounds off of Van Far. So Reimel will have the ball out of bounds to throw in. That ball stolen away. Middleton for three, no good. First one he's missed tonight. He makes a very good save right there. Gets it to Johnson. He puts it up for 2 points. Van Far is not missing very many shots. They have a 26-6 lead here in the second quarter. Kane Sadler missed his shot, and Van Far with the rebound. They get the ball in deep, knocked away, and Jake Reimel came up with it, and the ball was stolen out of his hands. Colin Wilbur put the ball up, no good, and Bo Henry came up with the rebound. The ball knocked around like crazy underneath there. And that was a foul called on Deshaun Dodson. I didn't really see it. All right, Van Far is setting up for their offense. There was something the coaches didn't like. And Verdell Johnson went in for 2 more points and drew a foul. And the foul was on Jake Reimel. That's his second. Free throw was no good, but he got his own rebound, drove in, and got the 2 points instead. Elsberry passing it around on the outside, and it is stolen away by Verdell Johnson. And that is foul number 3 on Jake Reimel. So he quickly comes out of the game. And travel on Sam Middleton. He was getting ready to throw up another three-pointer, and his feet betrayed him. Elsberry with the ball, having a little bit of trouble getting it in, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Bo Henry. It's going to be his first. So with that foul, it goes over to Van Far. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Score is 30-6. Three-point attempt for Johnson, no good. Sam Middleton comes up with the rebound, puts it up, it's no good. And finally, after Van Far's third shot, Caden Kinsler comes up with the rebound, and he is fouled. And that is on Sam Middleton. That's his second foul. And foul called there on Kane Sadler. No, hold it. Kane Sadler's not even out there. That foul was called on Sam Middleton. That's his third foul. They get the ball in. Colby Twelman with the ball now. He tries to drive the line. Eli Gladney for three, no good. And Johnson with the rebound for Van Far. He puts it up, no good. Bo Henry comes up with the rebound. And Kinsler has the ball to come down to court. Twelman out on the point. Gets the ball back to Irving. And Caden Kinsler tries to drive in. The ball stolen away. And that foul, I believe, is going to be on Colby Twelman, I believe. And it was. That's his first. So Verdell Johnson has the ball. He crosses the timeline. Three-point attempt, no good. That was Riley Hansen. And the ball thrown away by Elsberry. .3:12 to go in the first half. In the second quarter, Elsberry has not scored a point. Van Far has scored 8 points. Make that 10. That's number 4, Colin Wilburn, with 2 more points. Kinsler has the ball, bringing it down the floor. Now Dodson has the ball, dribbling around, gets it over to Irving. Now to Twelman, and he drives it in. The shot is no good, and Van Far with the rebound. And they fumble the ball, it goes out of bounds. Turnover is to Elsberry. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Kinsler with the ball, gets it across the timeline. He threw to the right when the player went to the left. Turnover to Van Far. Johnson brings it down the floor. Right underneath. That was number 24, Aiden Lawrence, 2 points. And we have a foul called. That foul is on Latrell Wright. That's his first. They get the ball into Sadler. And there was Bryce Irving for 2 points. Ball stolen away by Bryce Irving, and he draws a foul. And that foul is on Colin Wilburn. That's his first. Irving dribbling around, nobody to pass to, so he just puts it up and in. 2 more points for Irving. And there's 2 points for Riley Hansen. 4 points for him tonight. Dodson brings it up for Elsberry. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Pass into the middle and nobody was there. There's the ball. Rebound taken by Irving and the ball knocked away from him, but it's going to stay with Elsberry. Nice play there for Elsberry, and 2 points for Eli Gladney. 13 seconds. Johnson puts it up, no good, but Aiden Lawrence gets a rebound and puts it up for 2 points. And that is the end of the first half with the score: Van Far Indians 38, Elsberry Indians 12. So, this game is going 100% Van Far's way. They are outplaying, outscoring, outdoing everything against Elsberry. It's not even close. So anyway, let's go a little bit of scoring here for the 2 teams. For Elsberry, we have Eli Gladney with 2 points. Bryce Irving with 4 points. Caden Kinzer with 4 points. Jake Reimel with 2 points. Jake Reimel also has 3 fouls. Deshaun Dotson has a foul, and Colby Twelman has a foul, and so does Bo Henry. And for Van Far, I'm going to have to get an adding machine out here. For Van Far, Verdell Johnson, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's got 12 points in the first half. By himself, he matches Elsberry's score. Colin Wilburn has 4 points. Sam Middleton has 14 points by virtue of 4 of those baskets being 3-pointers. And Aiden Lawrence has 4 points, and Riley Hansen has 4 points. Sam Middleton has 3 fouls. Latrell Wright and Colin Wilburn each have 1 foul. So Sam Middleton's in a little bit of foul trouble, and so is Jake Reimel. Other than that, nobody else is really in any kind of foul trouble. As I was saying throughout the game, we also have Jake Reimel has 2 free throws. And Verdell Johnson has 2 free throws and a miss. And that's the only free throws and attempts for Van Far. So, as I was saying, this game is 100% Van Far Indians. And that's the way it was on paper anyway. So let's just go ahead, and there's a little under 8 minutes to go in the halftime. Let's give it over to some more commercials, and we'll be back. I forgot to change my little quarter thing. By the way, that was the end of the second quarter. Let me put a half in there. There we go. So let's get some commercials in.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at MedicineShopRx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at MedicineShopRx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we are ready to start this third quarter. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Van Far has the ball and gets it in. Riddell Johnson out there with Sam Middleton. Sam Middleton, the ball is bounced around. Caden Kinsler comes up with it, gets over to Jake Reimel, and he kind of fumbled a little bit. I don't know if the ball had some grease on it or not, but we have a foul on the offensive side. Went against Bo Henry, and that's his second. So Van Far with the ball again. Another three-point, and it's good for Sam Middleton. That is number 5 for him tonight. Caden Kinsler takes it up the middle, takes a 10-foot shot, bounces around inside and falls out. They get the ball in deep to Wilburn, and he sends it right back out again. Johnson for 3, and it's good. That's his first three-pointer of the night. Makes the score 44-12. Eli Gladney tries to get it into Jake Reimel. Now the ball thrown way up and no good. But Verdell Johnson got the rebound and puts it up for 2 points. Elsberry brings the ball up. Caden Kinsler has it. Takes it 10-foot shot, no good. And Verdell Johnson has the rebound. Bo Henry just takes it right out of his hand. Now they got the ball up. And tried to get it up to Jake Reimel. It was, the pass was broken up, but it's out of bounds. Stays with Elsberry. Jake Reimel mishandled the ball, and it goes over to Van Farr. And they bring it up the floor. And the ball just handed right to Reimel. So he gives it to Kinsler. Kinsler goes up, takes another one of those 7-foot shots, and once again did not go in. Van Farr gets it underneath. No good. And they get their own rebound. Sam Middleton has it, looks at another three-pointer, and that one is no good off the inside of the rim. And Deshaun Dodson has the ball. He takes it up, and the shot is no good. Gladney does get the rebound, puts it up, and it does fall in for Eli Gladney. First 2 points of the half for Elsberry. Van Farr with it on the outside. They're very good at just right underneath. The shot is good. That's Colin Wilburn. I was just getting ready to say they are very good at passing it around until somebody is wide open underneath, and they did it again that time. Bo Henry has the ball, passes it over to Eli Gladney for 3 points, no good, and Johnson up with the rebound. He gets it over to Wilburn. Middleton had a pass to him, and he kind of fumbled a little bit, but he did recover it. And there the ball is stolen by Dodson. He puts it up, and it does not roll in. Right at the 10-foot shot, or actually more about a 5-foot shot. But the rebound is recovered by Van Farr. Right underneath is Colin Wilburn for another 2 points. Bo Henry from right underneath missed the shot, but he draws a foul. Bryce Irving coming in for Eli Gladney. Ball out of bounds. I thought that'd be a shooting foul. Apparently it was not. Henry underneath, Tries to get it over to Reimel. Reimel put the ball up. Shot is no good, but he does draw the foul. This should be a shooting foul. That foul is on Aiden Lawrence. That's his first. Reimel on the line. Shot is good. He is 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Second shot is good. Perfect 4 for 4. Score is 50-14 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sam Middleton up with a very good shot from 10 feet out. Ten-foot shot for Deshaun Dodson, no good. And Van Far with the rebound. Johnson has it out on the point. Gives it over to Latrell Wright. Ball stolen away by Irving. He puts it up and misses. And fumbling around, he gets his own rebound. Reimel for a 10-foot shot, no good. We have a call. Not sure what this is. Okay, that was a foul on Verdell Johnson. It's his first. Bo Henry takes the ball in. Can't get the shot to drop. But he does draw the foul. 57.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That foul is on Sam Middleton. It's his fourth. Free throw by Bo Henry is good. It's his first point of the night. Second one rims in and out. Reimel with the rebound. Ball was stolen away and knocked out of bounds by Van Far. So it'll be Elsberry's ball. And Van Far makes a wholesale exchange. Shot by Reimel was no good, and Van Far with the rebound. Deshaun Dotson caught that ball as it was being thrown in by Van Far. Caden Kinsler tries to steal the ball. Reimel gets it back to Kinsler. Good save there by Kinsler over to Dodson. Dodson puts it up and it goes in. First 2 points. And that shot was no good at the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Van Far with the 52-19 lead. Let's take a break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we're back for the fourth quarter. Elsberry had the ball, and they threw it away, trying to get it in deep to Kane Sadler. So Van Far's ball, and we are on a running clock here in the fourth quarter due to it being a greater than 30-point lead. And we have a traveling call on 33, Preston Burnett. In the game now is Cody Thornhill, Jake Reimel, Eli Gladney, Colby Twellman, and Kane Sadler. Thornhill with the shot, no good. It was out of bounds. Goes over to Van Far. And that foul is going to be on Cody Thornhill. Van Far's ball. Latrell Wright brings it up the floor. They've got people out there. I've never seen them out there before. So I got to learn some new names here. Underneath, no good. Another shot, no good. And finally some fouls called. That foul is going to be on Kane Sadler. It's his first. Puts number 14 on the line, Julian Holtkamp. His free throw is good. Second free throw, rims in and out. Sadler with the rebound, and Reimel brings it up the floor. He puts the ball up, and it rims out. And Van Far brings it up fast. Cute little move there by Julian Holtkamp, and he gets 2 points. Reimel up the floor, and he just drives in and draws a foul. And that foul is on number 5. That's his second, Latrell Wright. So Jake Reimel on the line. He's a perfect 4 for 4. That one is going to be short. Second shot is up, and it is no good. And now we have another foul on Kane Sadler. It's his second. Van Far brings the ball in. Under 4.5 minutes to go with this running clock. And that is out of bounds off of Elsberry. Kyle Turnbull getting ready to come in now for Kane Sadler. Ball stolen by Eli Gladney. Gets it over to Cody Thornhill for 2 points. Just token pressure here from Elsberry. Three-point attempt, no good. And once again, Gladney with the rebound. That was Caden Caldwell that attempted that three-pointer. They get it in deep. Now Eli Gladney for three, and it's good. Van Far with it on the outside. Takes it up and not any good, but they get their own rebound. Ball is up, no good, and Reimel with the rebound, and he gets it to Gladney. Ball stripped away from him on his way up. The ball underneath. That is Kyle Turnbull. They tried to get the ball to, went out of bounds off of Van Far. So Colby Trollman sits down and Gavin Reller comes in. Thornhill puts the ball up, no good. And Julian Holtkamp gets the rebound. Eli Gladney steals it again, and he gets the 2 points. Now we have a foul on Eli Gladney. It's his first. And that actually stops the clock. That takes it down to a 29-point lead. So the running clock is stopped for now with 1:56 to go in the game. Van Far gets it in. And there's almost a desperation shot. And Reimel did the smart thing and let that go out of bounds. So now we have Trevor Ashing throwing it in to Jake Reimel. Reimel for three, no good. And Van Far with the rebound. There's a 2-point, no good. And number 12, Hunter Scroggin gets the ball up and in and draws the foul. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in this ball game. And that puts it back to a 31-point lead. And that foul was on Kyle Turnbull. That's his first. So the clock is now running with 48 seconds to go. And Hunter Scroggin on the line. His shot is good. "37 seconds. Three-point attempt for Thornhill, no good. Ashing saved it from going out of bounds. Here's Reller with the ball. He puts it up, and it's no good, and Van Far gets the rebound. Under 20 seconds to go. And they're just going to let the clock run out. And that is the end of the ball game. And unfortunately, that is the end of this season for the Elsberry Indians. And it was not a successful season. I don't know that anyone was expecting it to be, but it definitely wasn't. They finished at 4-21. And I guess you can just look ahead, and next year we'll have a coach with more experience. We're only losing 2 seniors this year, and that's Cody Thornhill and Jake Reimel is the only seniors that are going away. And so everybody else is coming back with that much more experience. And so I guess you can look at it that way, as that being a positive for next year. But in the meantime, this season is over, and so now we concentrate on the girls' basketball. They'll be playing tomorrow night right here in this gymnasium, and they'll be taking on a very good Paris team, Paris Lady Coyotes. And so we'll concentrate on them and see how far they can get into the state championships. But in the meantime, I want to say that once again this year, it has been my honor and pleasure to be able to broadcast these games for the Elsberry Indians. I've enjoyed every minute of it. The outcome hadn't been always what I wanted, but I've enjoyed it. And so I'm very thankful for that, and I want to thank this team for being there for me to be able to do this. And so with that, I'm going to, well, not, you know what, let me go over some of the scoring for this. This isn't fair. So finishing out this game, before I get too sentimental here, finishing out this game, Cody Thornhill had 2 points. Deshaun Dodson had 2 points. Eli Gladney had 9 points. Bryce Irving had 4 points. Caden Kinsler had 4 points. Jake Reimel had 4 points. Bo Henry had 1 point. Again, a final score 58-26. For the Van Far Indians, Verdell Johnson had 17 points. Colin Wilburn had 8 points. Sam Middleton had 19 points. Aiden Lawrence had 4 points, and Riley Hansen had 4 points. So the game was dominated 100% by Van Far. And again, that finishes out the season for the Elsberry Indians, and it finishes out my broadcast for the boys team, Elsberry Indians. But we concentrate on the girls now and prepare for baseball season, where we'll see a lot of these same players again during baseball season. So anyway, close out this broadcast from here. And this is Kenny Masterson saying good night for the Indian Sports Network, brought to you by the Elsberry Democrat. And good night from Clopton High School.